All right, guys, I want to talk to you, give you a quick tip on your concrete placement, concrete cracks. Let me talk about cracks. I like my new motto that I'm on crack. I love concrete cracks. I love the story they tell. Love them, love them, love them. Now, with that said, let me help you with your random concrete crack, what people like to think of as random. And let me help you show that it's not random. Let me help you out. And I'm going to grab a crack here that it's quite not exactly what I wanted to show, but you'll get the difference, the gist of it. And the reason why it's not quite the crack I want to show is because it appears to be two textures, and this is lower than the other. But lower than the other implies that this is this pad experience, that this is where shear took place on the pad. The ground wasn't strong enough, and the shear took place, resolved itself right here. And a flexural capacity, the loading was on the far end. All right, so follow how I added both of those together. But let's talk about this randomness. Why didn't it crack here? Why not here? It was so close, right? So I need to pause the video and give you a quick little drawing. Bear with me. And most of you guys should love this. So all I did here was grab the grab this box, if you will, over top of this crack to help you to illustrate. Now this is let's call this the thickness of your concrete. And sometimes we put what we call a control joint or expansion joint inside the concrete. I'm going to use this arrow, and I'm going to use this to just put it in randomly, right about near the middle. I need the arrow to show up. So this is what we assume that the quarter inch, let's call it quarter inch of the pad thickness, will resolve itself as. All right, so roughly quarter inch, right? Well, this 4 times this, so 1/4 this, 4 times this, the full thickness. Let's call it 4 inches. All right, so let's go with a 4-inch pad, and I'm gonna say thick. All right, so just gonna give you some we can put that there. No, we can't. So then we've only got about 4-inch thick pad. So this is where the weakest point is, because what's left is only from, what we did was we divided the pad into 2 parts basically, and the weakest part is where you make this quarter inch, this quarter depth. So 3 inches on this side, compared to 4 inches everywhere else. This is the weakest part. This is where it is resolved, we hope. But then sometimes we get these random cracks close in other places. Watch what I do here. I like you guys to sort of guess at it before I do it. Now watch what I do here. Again, I like you to sort of guess before I do it. I'm going to put it in red. And I'm going to do another one in red. What am I doing? What am I doing here? Guys figured it out yet? Well, remember what I said in the beginning, is that the pad's uniformity is 4 inch. What if the pad here, what if, you guys get it yet? Did you get it yet? What if the pad thickness here, because it's not uniform, the thickness here was only 2.5 inches? Let's call this 2.5 inches right here. I'm going to say 2.5 inches, and I'm going to spell out inches. Ooh, a little bit of technical difficulty there. What if this was 2.5 inches over here? So what, you create a 1 inch nice cut here or expansion here. This is 3 inches. This is 2.5 because your pad is not uniform. And then you wonder why you get this random act of crackness. How's that for a word? So then I need my scribey thing. Really? All right. So it thinks I'm over top of something here. All right, so let me make this a little bit bigger. Really, nowhere in this pad can I write now. Come on. Oh well, so much for that. So much to that, guys. You know, this is the way it is when I do my videos. Sometimes I win, sometimes I get it handed to me. Right now is the handoff because it's not letting me scribe. It's not letting me scribe. Really, really, really. Thank you, Tool. Let's try this. I'll just grab one of these. See if it lets me do that. So sometimes we get say this is looking down from your pad. Instead of your pad being all 4 inches, maybe you walked on it or kicked on it, but you created a thin point right here, and you have a radius like that. Well, if this is so close to this, what do you think it's going to pick? Even though your joint is here, how close to your joint? Why would it resolve itself at this 1 inch when it's got a 2.5 inch cover here, as opposed to 4 inch cover, 1/4 inch cover here? This has less concrete on it. This is a deeper expansion joint, if you would. Let me put it near the top now. But in this case, it's near the bottom. So that's only leaving 2.5 inches above it. So it's a reverse expansion joint or control joint is what you just put in your deck and your system. It's reversed. It just happens to be at the bottom. Now let me show it this way for you. This is concrete. Here's your 2.5 inches. This is concrete, concrete, concrete. And this is your 2.5 inch upside down control joint you created. I want to share this with my man Tyler. I don't think he's a field guy, but I love that he's gotten out there. I watched him grow from just a few hundred to now he's well above me. I wish I can get some of his subscribers. Just a handful. But Tyler is getting the message out there about concrete, looking at it a different way. I'm more of a crack job. He's more of he's more into the structure of it. I'm more into on this side of it, trying to make a different or see everything. I'm a crack job. Love cracks. All right, so I want to share this with Tyler. You see the difference here? You made an upside down control joint, and so your weakness is here. It migrates through the top of this concrete because here's your weakness, and the crack is exhibited how it is. So what would happen if instead of having a surface control joint, you put that control joint at the bottom and not at the top? You now see what it would look like. You get these weird cracks, these what they call irregular cracks or weird shapes. So my point is, get your concrete, your base even. Get that damn thing even, not sand, but get it even. Get 4 inches, and all of it, everywhere has to be. You can never have a control joint or expansion joint that's smaller than the surrounding concrete area, the stone area. I've taken apart with a saw some of those random areas that I find. I use a saw, cut it all the way out. I lift it out, and I find this, that the stone has been, that the thickness is not the same as the surrounding area beyond the cracks. That's through my experiment. Tyler and anybody else watching this, please share this as much as you can. We need to understand that concrete is not as complicated as there are answers to it. Concrete is not some random cracks. It is not random. Concrete, I think the cracks can be determined 100%, and that's my goal. Once I get to that point, I'll call myself a crack expert. Until then, I'm just a crack freak.